Ooh-wee. Ooh, hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing good today. Let's just sit down and draw something for a minute. I think it'll be good for you. It'll be good for me. I just woke up and have some interesting paper here. It's called a Yupo paper. Let me show you the front of the thing here. Yupo. Yupo. So I don't know what the heck it is, but apparently it's entirely made of plastic. I don't really care. Look, I don't really care. It's apparently it's supposed to be like all special and stuff, but sometimes I get overwhelmed by like art supplies being like all special, so then I try to do something all special with it, and I just get intimidated. Anyways, let's just sit here. I'm gonna draw something. We're not gonna speed it up at all. We can just hang out for a minute and draw something. Here's a giant marker. Do you guys see this giant? Do you guys see how big this marker is? It's almost as big as the paper, and I got it all over my fingers too. Like wipe my fingers off on this Post-it note. Anyways, hope you're all doing okay today. Here it's Saturday morning. That's a good kind of morning, right? No work. How many of you watch Saturday morning cartoons where you came from? Maybe by where you came from, I mean in the past. Ooh, that was very satisfying. Let's do that one. I'm gonna cover the whole thing. Huh. It definitely looks interesting, and I left a little, like a little thumbprint on it right here, where I put my thumb on it to hold it down, which bothers me a little bit. Actually, it bothers me a lot. I don't really know what to do about that. I feel like if I try to like cover that up a little bit with the marker, it will for sure be noticeable that way. It'll be like darker there. I'm trying. It's like yeah, now there's a darker spot there. Anyways, you think this is still wet? It definitely looked wet at the beginning, but it's becoming less shiny looking now. I'm gonna put the cap. Look at the cap on this thing. It does look like a gas cap for a car. I think you're supposed to use this marker to like draw on walls and stuff illegally against the rules. I don't encourage that sort of behavior. And then now I'm gonna, sorry for slurping in your ears. Now I'm going to grab this marker, a nice liquid chrome, and I think I'm gonna draw on top of this. I think that could be cool. Let's doodle on top of it this way. What do you guys think of that? So the thing about this paper is, like I said before, I don't think I'm really using this paper to like its full extent. Apparently, the paper is entirely made of plastic. It's like extruded from some sort of polypropylene pellets, and like there's no tree fibers in it, like regular paper, and so it's like I don't know, nothing seeps into it. Everything just stays on top of it. Apparently, you can wipe it clean and it doesn't get soggy. So maybe I should, that thing I did with where I like let ink sit in the water. Maybe I should try that again. Although I kind of feel like that was almost cool because the paper got soggy and then dried a little bit. So I'm not really sure what the deal is there. The only solution really is to experiment a little. But the thing is, I get less. I'm probably less likely to experiment when these pads of paper only come in packs of 10 sheets. But they're only like $8 for 10 sheets. But still, it's almost $1 a sheet. I guess that's just how it goes with experimental stuff. My nose is plugged up this morning. Is there like a season of the year when people are more likely to have colds? I know there's like a flu season. Is there like a cold season? Maybe winter, right? I have a cold, and it keeps on feeling like it's about to go away, but then it doesn't. And then it's back with renewed strength in the morning. This kind of reminds me, the way it's black on one side and white on the other, of, wait, I think I have one right here. Just a second. Oh, wait, I have a cool hat right here I meant to put on a long time ago. I had it in my lap. Took this hat out. Reminds me of these little baskets that people used to make in the Philippines. They probably still do make them in the Philippines. How the design on the outside is different from the design on the inside. I always thought that was cool. Let me get the cap on here. Excuse me. This hat will be in a future video, by the way. It's by someone named Paige Knits that sent it to me. It's okay when you're just doodling like this. I think a lot of times, if you want your lines to look better, maybe if you feel like your lines look too sloppy and shaky, or if you feel like you have a shaky hand, just try slowing down a little bit. Unless your hand, if you hold out your hand and your hand is physically doing this, right? If you have like Parkinson's or something, I think you're okay. Just slow down. Be a little bit more deliberate with each line. I'm not sure. I'm not trying to like trivialize or diminish. I don't completely, I don't want to act like I understand your problems when I don't. But slowing down when you're drawing can accomplish a lot as far as making your drawings look a lot more neat and polished, even if it's just a little doodle like this. That's what I'm trying to say. And then you'll gradually be able to speed up your slowing down. And by slowing down, I mean probably drawing even a lot slower than I'm drawing. kind of swooping things around, collecting the lines along together with each other. Each other? Wait, is each other one word or two? Am I wearing this hat backwards? Is there a backwards? Usually, when I had these kind of hats in the future, there's like a tag on the back or the front somewhere that let me know which part was the back or the front. But this hat is handmade, so I don't really know. You just gotta guess. It's a little. I went to McDonald's this morning. No, I'm not trying to like advertise them or anything, but because I just wanted to get coffee and something to eat really quick before I started working on this. And I didn't. I just thought it was like the quickest thing I could do, and it's a little bit dangerous. Like I pretty much rolled out of bed and straight into the car. It's a little bit dangerous because I feel like right after I wake up, I am not alert enough to drive. Maybe like, is there like a recommended amount of time to wait before starting driving? I mean, I think I was driving okay, but I feel like a couple times in the drive-through, I was like sitting there, and then suddenly I looked over, and there was just like a lady reaching out of the drive-through window, just like holding the coffee or holding the bag of food out to me. I don't know how long she'd been standing there, holding the stuff out. I'm like, oh, sorry. I felt like out of it, still half asleep. You know what I'm saying? One time I read somewhere that you can't be held accountable or that you can't be found guilty for murder if you commit it within 15 minutes of waking up. That's probably not true, but what if it is? Because you're not all mentally there. Just not there. The brain's still trying to get into gear. I don't know, 15 minutes seems like a bit too long. I would say 5 minutes. But then that would say that that'd be like way too easy to get out of crimes, Just be like, but I had just taken a nap. I had just woken up from a little cat nap I was taking in the parking lot in my car right there, and I just woken up. So that can't be true. But why would I have heard that somewhere? Why? Who would just make something up like that? Huh? I don't understand. Do you guys hear people clapping? My neighbors are excited about something. It's good for them. Good for them. I should go out and clap with them. Smile really big, act excited. Then ask what the big deal is. This is coming along nicely. I don't know if you can see. Do you guys see how shiny it is? It's like really pretty freaking shiny. You guys see that? I like it a lot. First of all, it's like shiny paper, and then it's like shiny ink. It's just all pretty shiny. I'm a big fan. Going well. What kind of art projects have you guys been working on lately? You guys been doing anything shiny? Anything a little less shiny. Less shiny is not less good. Not at all. Most of my stuff is less shiny, okay? And I don't think it's worse. Not even a little bit. But shiny is fun sometimes. It is. But don't do shiny just because I said it's fun. Just keep on working on what you're working on. Whatever your little artistic heart, wherever that little artistic heart is leading you, that's what you need to keep working on. Whether or not a lot of other people seem really interested, because sometimes you're gonna feel really interested and really like really interested in something and working on, spending a lot of time on something that other people, it's not that they're gonna tell you it's dumb or tell you that you shouldn't be spending time on that. They're not even gonna care enough to tell you that. They're not. They won't even. They won't even care enough. They won't even notice that you're doing anything. But you care, and you're gonna keep working on that because that's your little artistic burden. That's your big artistic burden. That's what you need to keep working on. And I want to encourage you to keep doing that. You do you. Do it up. I know it can get discouraging sometimes when no one's noticing. I know. It's still worth it. Huh. I like these dots right there. See those dots? Shadows look cool on this. Oh, coffee. I know you don't like coffee. One of you that I'm talking to, you're like, coffee, it's gross. I don't know why people drink it. It's like all bitter and not tasty. You'll come around one day. You will. I was like you. I used to be just like you. Every now and then, I saw how comforted my dad looked by his coffee, how cozy and warm, and how much he cherished sipping from that cup of coffee every morning. And then so every now and then I would go up to him like, Dad, let me have a sip of that coffee. You're making it look so good. So he'd be like, okay, take you a sip of that. So I'd sidle up on next to him, you know. He was like working at his computer or something. I'd take his cup coffee, and he even had a little bit of cream and sugar in his coffee. He wasn't even drinking it black. And I'd take a little sip of it, and I would grimace, screw up my mouth like that, like, Dad, this is disgusting. Why are you drinking this? I know some of you are like that right now. I know you are. And that's okay. See, I know where you're coming from. I used to be right there with you. But then one day something changed. I don't know what it was. Something clicked. It just kind of fell into place, and I'm not trying to push you there. I'm not trying to rush you there. Okay? I just know it will happen eventually. And I'm excited for you. I am. It's good to like things. And coffee is a wonderful thing to like. That's all I'm saying. I like how this drawing is turning out. A fun little doodle here. I'm enjoying it a lot. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna just kind of like some little spots you decide you want to like color in all the way. It's okay. Sometimes you regret it afterwards. It's also okay. A few wibbly wobblies here. How do y'all like that? How do y'all like that? It's good. It's good. Speaking of Saturday mornings, what was your favorite Saturday morning cartoon, if you watched one? See, growing up, I never had a favorite Saturday morning cartoon. Although there was a point where I watched this, on the radio, I used to listen to this thing on the radio called Adventures in Odyssey, which was a radio show. But sometimes I did sleep over at my friend's house, and I did watch Saturday morning cartoons then sometimes, and I remember the first time I watched Yu-Gi-Oh, right? And I thought it was broken when the theme song went, "It's time to duel." I thought it was actually broken and glitching out. Good memories. Good memories. All right, we're pretty close. Maybe I like having like an empty area in one corner for some reason. I do. Even though full page doodles are nice, maybe I can make like a little an arch. Do I say arc or arch? With little orbs right here, kind of arching across, like so. I like that. Yeah. Yes. This is simple. It's clean. Right there, right there. Little thing right there in the corner, like so. Gonna color that like so. Let's do some dots right here. There's room for some dots. Raise your hand if you like dots. Okay. Raise your hand if you like lines. Okay. Thank you. There we go. I like that a lot. Boom. And in the back of it, wait, look at this. Look at that. That's pretty sick right there. That's pretty sick right there. I enjoy that. And the back of it's just clean white. This is all bejeweled with ink and chrome. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. It's good to see you again. Hope you'll have a wonderful day. And see you in the next video. Have fun, everyone.